Hello guys, so this is my second video today. Pretty cool. So I rebirthed right after making the Blub's Crown video, and I was like, you know what, why not show people how I prestige? So because I don't have the build to kill Chaos Heart too easily, I decided to use a semi-old strategy. This does use Demon Scroll Technique, Cursed Brew, and Cloud, but that and my passives are Blub's Crown, his sword, and Oni path. And then all you do is you come over here. So you want to get to level 400, and then when you use Scorching Internal Flame, you will start at level 100. So you could just skip Virus entirely. So all you do is jump down here, and then what I like to do is I like to grind these rods thingies to level 200. It does take a little bit of time, but all you do is pop a Cruise Brew, Demon Scroll Technique, and you one-shot them all. And then each time, put one stat point in, and by the time that's over, you should be able to rinse and repeat. If you do fall over, you might need to use another Curse Brew. So, really easy strategy, quick, efficient. If they don't die right away, just hit them normally. You should be able to kill them if you. I use beta 2.5 as it is currently the strongest class in the game. I'm like very sure of that. So pop that with the right passives. It is because it's really good at like on hit effects, and then because it takes curse brews, you are currently actually grinding curse brews as well, because these are curse brews or chaos brews. I'm pretty sure it's curse brews, and I already messed up. Kill them, yeah, curse brews. So make sure to put 1 point into mana after every time you do a cycle, because that will take all your mana, because of his staff is a perfect amount. And then rinse and repeat. I'm gonna just do one full rebirth. I'm gonna do some rebirth grinding tonight because then I'm gonna start grinding True Heart, and then I can't rebirth until I get Wonder of You. And I forgot Shattered Love goes away on rebirth, and I learned that the hard way. I lost 100 Shattered Love, 100 plus satis. I mean, uh, normally I do like to have demon cells in here instead of like Oni Path, but then you won't be triggering Oni Path as much as you might like. So or demon cells, so I just decided, and you need his sword for this tactic because it gives you exactly enough mana to do one full cycle. Then one stat point in there, and then rinse and repeat. And if you run out of curse brews, which it takes about like 12 curse brews in total because you're doing curse, then all you do is open up your menu if you have remote arsenal and curse brews, and you're actually getting more than you use. So I recommend using that technique. I died there because I was being foolish and forgot to put one mana point, so it will be quicker. But then I like to use the cloud thing because it's amazing, has amazing vertical mobility, as I said in my last video. So then all you do is come back here, go to the void, and yeah. So you can, next way, there's two ways of doing this. There's the faster way and the slower way. I like to do the slower way as honestly I find it more fun. So you could go do him, which means you need to switch to like healer. I recommend healer because you can't enter. You need normal classes to enter. So then you go over here, continue this. So it will be slower because I died and I got knocked over here. So this is why you use demon armor because it's just enough speed so you don't die. This is also a glass cannon build, so don't get hit. And then all you do here, attack up, and last one. Once you get to level 200, I'm going to show you the slower way. You reset. You're here now, and then you want to go to the caves. The cave monster guys. This is my preference. You can switch it up if you so please, obviously. Uh, and then once we're here, you can switch beforehand because I have remote arsenal, I can just go here, and then I switch this to bloodshed, alpha rune, and then cloud jump technique, cloud jump scroll. Sorry. And then reset your points, and then put them all into damage. You'll deal a pretty decent chunk of damage. Once you get to level 15, 350, I'd recommend switching his staff out for the other thing, but it still is really quick. You get quite a bit of levels from this guy, and then you just wait for it to come back. You don't even need bloodshed each time, and you're going to be getting a huge damage buff because of Blub's crown and Alpha Rune, so you're going to be getting a huge damage multiplier. If you are AFKing overnight, I recommend having an auto clicker and then putting it on Jericho's mask, because that grants, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, like a temporary damage buff as long as you're in the server. I died, my bad. But yeah, so far it's only been 6 minutes and I've died multiple times. So it takes 7 minutes to like no like well, to rebirth it only will take 7 minutes probably. Yeah, that's my guess. It takes 7 minutes to rebirth, but you want to get to level 100 or you want to get to level 400, so it does take a little longer. This is so much quicker if you just go do him, but I really dislike him, especially if because I just got beta 2.5. I want to use beta 2.5. I want to see how much damage I can do. And because I lost Alpha Rune there, I'm going to be doing a lot less damage. So Alpha Rune or Jingle Bells. You can use Jingle Bells because Jingle Bells is, I'm pretty sure, just better Alpha Rune. I wasn't playing during the Christmas event, so I don't have Jingle Bell. Uh, but your number one importance is getting Alpha Rune. It takes all your mana, so it's not too hard. You can get it quite easily. Then wait for a bunch of bullets, pop Alpha, a bunch of warps, pop Alpha Rune. And then I messed up. I did not mean to pop Alpha Rune, but I can get it back right away. And then Bloodthirst. Wait for orbs to spawn. And this, you're just going to be rinse and repeating this. It really doesn't take too long. But doing him, like killing him, is so much quicker and so much more effective. And I highly recommend doing it that way. Just I prefer doing it this way. I died. Yeah, but yeah, you just continue doing that. If you want to put some points into HP, because then you don't get one shot every time. That does work, and I can show you guys the him way if you want. It's not, I'm not very good at it, and I do often die, but I can try. You're gonna want the most damage possible with this strategy. Trade. And you're gonna want to go to him, right? So, because you can't use any of those, I am gonna use Hands of Hope. Where is it? God's Hand, sorry, not Hands of Hope. Because Healer is a really good class for this. I'm gonna put like 500 into damage and then 60 into health. Just because I want some HP. I know he will pretty much one-shot you, but, might as well try. Your goal is to kill him before he kills you. If he does that grab attack where he kind of like grabs you with his hands and then slams you, you are dead and you cannot live. It is really annoying, and that's why I dislike grinding him. It's so inconsistent. And then for your actives, you're gonna want Demon Scroll Technique, Cursed Brew, and Pizza. And then all you do is hop down here, Eternal Halls, and let's see if I can do this tactic, because I'm really bad at it. It's just super inconsistent when I use everything. Yeah, so it's super inconsistent. I dislike it, and that's specifically why, because you get one shot. Let me try putting a little bit more stats into health. What if I put 250? Just experimenting here for a more consistent way, because I would love to kill him more often, but it's, as I said, it's just super inconsistent. It does take 10 curse brews, so I'm gonna reset. I need to reset. And you want the most damage possible. That's why you really want Demon God Armor for this. Uh, but otherwise, this tactic does work unless they nerfed that stuff in general. Yeah, so it works, and it's a really good tactic. Look, I think that was like 80 levels. But I think it's inconsistent. I dislike it myself. But now that I did find like a semi more consistent way, I'm probably gonna use it more. It does take curse brews, so you can grind both tactics. If you want to go the him route, I recommend going at level 125 to internal halls, because that's the level you need to get here. And then yeah, and then but because I like to go the other route, so really easy, super simple, super funish, I guess. It does take a lot of curse brews, which is another reason I dislike this strategy. It's expensive. It's a very expensive strategy. Oh, I forgot to. And then put one stat point into mana, like normal. I'm gonna do one more because I don't want to. Even if it's just 7 levels, I really dislike doing virus. Virus is just so tedious, and because they removed the student guy, there is no better way to do it. So it's so irritating, and I dislike it so much. So, couple that, 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 and that. Not dead, that. There we go. Now, scroll, scorching internal scroll. Use that. Ooh, that's cool. Not really good stuff. Like, pretty bad stuff, but whatever. And then Demon, Curse Brew, and Cloud. So that took me with deaths and explaining 13 minutes.